Jayden Bray. Questions for Jayden Bray?
Jayden, so give me an evaluation of your play, and your learning process through the first 3 games. Obviously here in the spring too, but how are you developing?
I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I feel like each week I've gotten better in all phases. Um, just from week 1 to week 3, I just feel like I'm growing. Like I said, I'm just growing and just getting more comfortable and just more relaxed as the games have gone on so far. So yeah.
From the outside, it seems wide receiver's wide receiver. Doesn't matter scheme, school, but what are the differences?
I would just the differences. Really, I would just say like play wise is different. But like I feel like my job as a receiver is the same. I still have the same rules and I still run routes. I still got to block perimeter on the perimeter. So I don't. Other than like plays, I don't feel like there's any big difference or anything like that.
Having experience in the past dealing with disappointing losses and bouncing back, any you could think of off the top of your head?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Just in the past, Oklahoma State, any experiences of bouncing back after disappointing losses? What do you?
Oh yeah. Of course, you want to go back and look at what we did wrong and going in and fix those things, but you also don't want to just keep looking at those things because you also have to move on to next week and focus on what you gotta do next week. So not just like, of course, we're gonna look at what we did wrong and adjust those things, but also keep that mindset that it's still a long season, and we can still reach all of our goals that we had at the beginning of the year.
Challenges does Kansas present? You faced them in the past,
Yeah,
obviously.
Kansas is a good team, especially in their secondary. They got 2 all Big 12 corners. They're a good team on both sides of the field. They got weapons. They got a good quarterback, good running back, some good receivers. So, we're not going into next week thinking that we have like a cakewalk or anything. Obviously, they're a good team and they're gonna come ready to play. They're kind of in the same situation that we are, being 1 and 2. We're expected for them to come into play and give us their all. So just ready for that to come up next week.
As a team, how do you mentally approach the rest of the season now? I mean, do you forget about that? The last 2 games that you lost, or how do you handle that?
I know they do a good job here. We address what's wrong, and we sit here as a whole team and we go over what we did good and what we did bad, and those bad things we go in and we fix those things head on. There's no really shying away from that. We just do a good job here, just attacking on what we need to work on. Especially like last game, there's things that we need to work on, and then going into this week, we're adjusting those things head on. Like I had said, all coaches and all players are all locked in on their 111th and doing what we need to do to get this team going and stuff like that.
Is it better to go into a game after a tough loss angry, or is it better to go in like it didn't happen and starting over?
I want to say not to go in like it didn't happen. Of course, you wanna still like piggyback on that. But of course, you don't want to be so focused on what happened last week that it takes away what you're focused on going into the week that's like in that moment right there.
You could use it though.
Yeah, yes, sir. You could use it.
How would you characterize the mood of the team? Is it disappointment? Is it anger? Is it frustration? How would you?
I would say, like, I guess we're a little disappointed because we're not putting out our best football that we know we can put out there. Especially, I feel like we won that whole game and we just didn't finish the game. I would just say we're probably just a little disappointed because we know we're not putting out our best capable football on that field in all phases.
How would you compare the disappointment after the Pitt game compared to the loss to Penn State?
I don't really know how I compare them. Like, I feel like the first game we kind of like probably just got swallowed up by like the emotions leading up to the game, especially like the type of game it was going into it first week. I feel like we might have just got our emotions get ahead of us, and then like comparing to this game, I just feel like like I said, we played good all the way until like like 5 minutes left. I just feel like they give credit to those guys. They just feel like they played more, like they wanted it more than us towards the end of the game.
To go back a little bit, the South Alabama game last year, not the same, but that was right before Big 12 play, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Think you lost to Iowa State?
Yeah, we lost. I think so. We lost Iowa State at Iowa State.
So I mean, so you're kind of familiar with this, and you end up playing for the Big 12 championship. It sounds like, again, not the same, but you've kind of been here before too. How does a team blinders on, I guess, and not remember the past, forget it, and then just keep looking forward?
Yeah, that just comes in of not looking at the outside noise and realize that the only player and people that know what's going on on this football team are really the people that are here every day and out there practicing and out there working with us, and so just keeping the outside noise out and just focusing on what we know, what we're capable of, because we know what we're capable of and what type of team we are and what we can put out there on Saturday. So it's just at this point just going out there and really doing it and showing what we're capable of.
Was it hard to believe a team that could lose to South Alabama and then go 0-1 in the Big 12, they could actually get to Dallas and play for it?
I would say no, because it all becomes on like what type of team we were and what we thought we could have done and could achieve. I think South Alabama team that year, I think they won their conference that year. I think they won. So you gotta give credit to those guys for coming in ready to play as well.
But to put his point about South Alabama, you got better. The team got better from that point on through the rest of the season.
Yeah.
How does a team do that? What do you have to do as a team to get from where you are now to where you want to be?
Just more locking in and more sacrifices on and off the field. Whether that's just coming in, watching more film, less time on the game, like just stuff like that. Just being more locked in and just showing that if we really want to get to where we want to be, then we just got to do the extra. And Coach Brown's always saying, rare air requires rare effort. So.
Neil has talked a couple times about your ability on special teams, coverage and things like that. Did it take you a while to accept that? I mean, not even just here, but earlier in your football career, that special teams was important?
Yeah. At OSU, I barely really played any special teams. I was probably just on kickoff return, but I was probably like a 3 on the depth chart, so I didn't really play that much special teams. I always knew special teams were important, but really just being a part of them, I just really wasn't a part of them until I had gotten here. And now that I am here, it really did open my eyes, especially just being at the positions that I am, because they're pretty important positions. And special teams could be the determinant of a win or a loss in a game. So they're really important.
Is it hard to be a bullet on a punt coverage team?
Yeah, sometimes it can be. It definitely pushes you to be to strain more and stuff like that. But I think I'm just getting better at it every week.
Coach, in that regard, coaches also talk at the next level. People as wide receivers, unless you're the number one, you're going to be on special teams.
Yep.
Is that something they preach? Something you realize?
Yeah, for sure. They're always talking about that. They always bring up Bryce Ford Wheaton. They're always telling me about his position and what he's doing right now, and they're just always bringing up other next level guys that are there right now that were maybe the guy here playing wide out, and then once they get to the league, they're more the guy on special teams. So they're always preaching about what special teams could do for you and other people in the league.
Jayden, why do you think your playing time has gone up the past couple weeks?
Can you repeat that
Why do you think
again?
your playing time has gone up the past couple weeks?
How my playing
No,
time?
what do you think? Like, what have you done? What have you gotten better at?
I would say just one time, like first week, I was for sure like pretty nervous out there. I just feel like I'm getting more comfortable every time, like with snaps and stuff like that. That's why I say that's the best thing I could say I've been getting better at, is just really just relaxing out there and just playing football.
How much does it help? This sounds so silly, but probably important that Garrett has seen you run a bunch of routes and games now and knows just more comfortable with you. It's not practice, it's different.
Yeah, it's really important because with timing, that's everything with the quarterback, being on time with the QB. And me and Garrett get together and we talk, and I'm all for him. So whatever he wants me to do and what time he wants me to be out of a break it's all catered to him. Because if the QB and I'm not on the same page, then that could throw off the whole play.
Okay, anything else for Jayden?
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.